Podcast Philippines with Filipina and the Foreigner.
We talk about things in the Philippines, culture in the Philippines, and things that we experience and so on and so forth. Don't forget to check out Mahal's classes.
Yes.
Very brief mention of it here because she talks to foreigners, help them know about things in the Philippines. If they have questions for 20 minutes, it's only $5.
Yeah.
When I give her a call,
Yeah.
the email is
I
below.
can be your virtual assistant.
Yeah, just email her below, filipinak1@gmail.com.
Yes.
Today's topic, we found a poll that was online. Thought it was very interesting. It was a poll directed at foreigner guys coming here, and it was asking basically what describes you and your plans about coming here. There were a few different options, and I was surprised by it because all the four answers that were given there to choose from, it was almost evenly spread. It's like the foreigners that are coming here are kind of, what's the word? There's no one solid answer. Like they're all thinking something a little different. Like one of the answers says, about his plans coming to the Philippines. They check the lowest, for example. The lowest in the poll says they'll eventually leave the West, but the Philippines isn't in the lead. Okay, that was like 15% at least when I took a look at the poll. Okay, so that was the lowest, about 15%, which is still fairly high, I guess. So they're going to leave where they are in their home country, but they're not going to come to the Philippines. Okay, so that's 15. Then the next lowest on the poll was 23% when I was looking at it, and it said they're looking at a lot of different countries, but they'll probably just stay where they are. So that was like 23%. Another, so you're spreading out the 100%. Almost evenly, to a large extent. So that was another viewpoint. Now, the rest of it, which was the highest, I guess, a total of 62%, they're planning on coming here, but that was divided almost in half as well. Because one says, I'm all in.
I've studied plan and I'm moving there 100%.
But then that's like 30%. So it's not like these huge margins. Like sometimes you think about people come to the Philippines, it's like 90% of the guys want to come here. Or you're thinking maybe 80% of the guys want to come. That's 30%. Okay. And then another 32% said,
I'm only looking for a good Filipina who I will bring back home.
So they just want to come, grab a Filipina and leave. That's 32%. So I was really surprised how evenly spread everything was. It wasn't just like one, like the foreigners aren't thinking one thing, like I want to come and stay. It's like really evenly spread. Some want to come and stay, but 30% just want to come and stay 100%. But it's 30%, it's pretty low. Like, what do you think about these percentages? It's pretty low and evenly spread. Yeah. Like I thought it was going to be higher. Like they'd be probably saying, "Oh yeah, I'm just coming and I want to stay."
Well, foreigner are not just like maybe it's because of the social media or the news they're watching. Yeah, that's why they decided to consider not just visiting here, not for relocating here in the Philippines. Yeah, they just want to get married and leave the Philippines and stay where they are.
I'm just surprised by the findings, how evenly spread. I know I'm just repeating myself, but it really did kind of surprise me. I thought there would be more emphasis on coming and kind of staying here. But yeah, the most dedicated of coming and staying were only at 30%. And then the others did want to come, grab their Filipina and leave. Which I'm surprised by that too, because there's so many videos of people saying, don't do that. Don't get your Filipina and then just leave, because you're setting yourself up where you're just going to take care of her for the first little while and then she's going to leave you. So I was really surprised
maybe
by
because
that one.
That's what I mentioned earlier. The fact that a lot of foreigners became bloggers and they already put all their experiences in YouTube, and it's easily accessed to those who wants to consider to coming here. That's why before coming here, they just do some research. Yeah, unlike before, they are not, it's not easy to like get some news or do some research because we don't have internet before. Yeah,
No.
and social media is not that easy access before. Unlike this time, in this generation, oh, everything is in the internet. Google, just Google where the best place here in the Philippines, they will give you immediate answer. Where's the worst place in the Philippines, they will give you the most answer. Yeah.
Yeah, if
So-
you want the personal touch, that's where you got to connect with her in her class.
Yes.
She'll
I'll be
give you
very
the-
upfront to you guys.
She'll give you the personal touch. It's not an AI generated answer. Now, but what did surprise me the most is the highest percentage, which was the 32%. But that was the highest percentage of all the votes.
Yeah.
But it was that they were just going to come. They wanted to come get a Filipina, and they wanted to leave again with the Filipina.
Because most of the Filipina, they really want to go outside the Philippines. Yeah.
Do you think of that highest percentage that the guys are they're going to come get the Filipina and leave? Do you think of that high percentage the Filipinas are going to stick with the guy, or do you think they're going to end up leaving them? Like, what's your guess at that percentage of what will happen with that percentage of guys? They come get their Filipina and they leave. Will the Filipinas stay with them, or do you think
no,
they're going to
guys.
leave?
At first, we don't think like that. Yeah, we don't think like that. It's because like, just like also in if the Filipina have this relationship with the Filipino, if their husband or partner treat them well, of course your wife or your partner will never gonna leave you. Yeah.
A lot of guys got this opinion because like they're younger. Because some of the older guys get some of the younger ones. When the younger one gets over and sees some of the younger foreigner guys, they say they just leave them. And then there's story after story after story of foreigners who had that
It's
story.
because
That's why I was
there's always a
surprised about
story behind that relationship, because most of them, like after 10 years, the husband get bored. So instead of spending time with his family, so he spent his time with alcohol. Yeah, they became more alcoholic. Yeah. So, that's it. Like in every separation, there's always a story behind that. Yeah.
So that was the highest response, which again shocked me.
Yes.
That the highest response was people
It's-
coming
it's
to
just that-
get their Filipina
Yeah.
and leave. That
It's
was-
just that in a Filipina, like with the foreigner relationship, once the relationship getting sour, it's easy for the Filipino to get out in that relationship. Unlike when you have a Filipino partner, you have like I don't know why Filipina is always have more patience and more considerate. Yeah, but when it comes to a foreigner, I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest here. But when the Filipina has in this kind of relationship with Filipina and the foreigner, and yeah, there's cheating issue, maybe once or twice, the Filipina easily, okay, let's call it off. Yeah, unlike when you have a Filipino partner, it's not like that. Some are even stay until their husband died or partner died. Yeah, they enjoy everything.
So what's your thoughts on the second runner-up on this poll, where they say I'm all in, and they've been studying the Philippines and they're moving here 100%? That was 30% of,
Yeah,
of the 100.
I guess in
Just
this,
going to move here
yeah.
completely.
And
Sure.
I guess the foreigner who answered this, that they 100% moving, maybe they already in the retirement age. Yes.
Yeah. Does that surprise?
Or maybe they're struggling financially.
Yeah. So any of
Yeah,
these
they're tired
statistics surprise
of.
you?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Because like that's like almost. I mean, you're looking at 38, 39% that
Mm-hmm.
basically don't even want to come here.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's all in the news nowadays.
so about
You
60%
cannot
want to
hide.
come, but
Yeah.
30% of that 60, half of that 60% don't want to stay.
Mm.
So it just seems surprising to me. That's all.
No, it's not a surprise. No, it's not a surprise to me. Because there's no secret nowadays. You cannot hide in the news, in the social media.
Yeah.
Everything is there. Yeah.
So, planning the Philippines, only 30% of you guys apparently are going to actually stay here. And another 30% are going to come and grab a Filipina and go. And the rest of you guys are not even going to come here. That's according to the poll. And
Yeah.
wrap up.
They have 50-50. Yeah, if they want to come or no.
Anyway, just thought we'd talk about that poll. I just thought it was interesting because of the way the numbers balanced out there. I was really surprised by how they're almost all kind of even and all thinking different sort of separate things instead of like a united thing. This is the way people think in their call coming here. Everybody's
Yes.
thinking evenly, differently.
Okay.
Surprised me. Didn't surprise her though.
So that's for today's video, and God bless everyone.
Podcast Philippines with Filipina and the Foreigner.